Good evening, dear listeners. Gather close, for I have a tale to share, a story of courage, loss, and the unyielding spirit of a young woman named Chiamaka, from the heart of Anambra State, Nigeria. This is no ordinary story, but one that weaves the threads of struggle and triumph, like the vibrant patterns of an Ankara cloth. Picture the red earth of a village, the chatter of a bustling market, and the dreams that rise like smoke from a cooking fire. Let us begin, for Chiamaka's journey will change not just her life, but the lives of those around her. This tale will take us through 7 scenes, each a step in her transformation. Settle in, and let the story unfold. In the village of Umuaka, where the rooster's crow greets the sun, Chiamaka rises before the first light. She is 22, with eyes that hold both fire and weariness. Her mud brick home, shared with her widowed mother, Ngozi, and younger brother, Chukudi, is modest, its walls adorned with faded photos of better days. The air smells of yam porridge simmering on a wood fire, but Chiamaka's heart is heavy. Her father's death 5 years ago left debts that cling like damp cloth. She fetches water from the stream, her back bent under the weight of a rusted bucket, dreaming of a life beyond the village. Chiamaka, her mother calls, voice sharp with worry. You're late for the market. We need every kobo today. Chiamaka nods, hiding her frustration. She sells vegetables at the market, but the earnings barely cover Chukudi's school fees. Her own dreams, of becoming a teacher, of seeing Lagos, feel like stars too distant to touch. As she walks the dusty path, children laugh, and goats scatter. Yet, a quiet resolve stirs within her. One day, she whispers, I will break the cycle. Oh, listeners, can you feel her burden? The weight of love for family, the ache for more. Chiamaka's dawn is not just the rising sun, but the spark of a hope she dares not name. The Umuaka market is a riot of color and sound, traders haggling, women balancing baskets of tomatoes, the sizzle of akara frying in palm oil. Chiamaka's stall is small, a wooden table piled with yams and peppers. She calls out, buy your fresh vegetables. Sweet yams, hot peppers. Her smile is warm, but her eyes scan the crowd, calculating. A good day means Chukudi's books, a bad one means hunger. An elderly woman, Momankechi, stops by, her wrapper tied tightly. Chiamaka, your yams are fine, but your prices are high, she teases. Chiamaka laughs, offering a discount, knowing Momankechi's stories will draw others. But then, trouble arrives, Emeka, the local debt collector. His shirt is crisp, his grin predatory. Ngozi's debt is overdue, he says, leaning close. Pay by next week, or we take the house. Chiamaka's heart races, but she stands tall. We'll pay, she says, though she has no plan. As Emeka walks away, a stranger approaches, a woman in a tailored suit, her accent polished. I'm Adioa, from a women's cooperative in Onitsha, she says, handing Chiamaka a flyer. We train young women in skills, sewing, business, teaching. Come to our meeting tomorrow. Chiamaka clutches the flyer, hope flickering like a candle in the wind. Dear listeners, the market is more than trade, it's where dreams meet reality. Has Chiamaka found a lifeline, or is this just another fleeting promise? That night, under the dim glow of a kerosene lamp, Chiamaka sits with her mother. The flyer lies between them, its words a beacon. They offer training, Chiamaka says, voice trembling with excitement. I could learn to teach, Mama. I could change our lives. Ngozi's face tightens. And who will work the stall? Who will pay Emeka? Dreams don't fill bellies, Chiamaka. The words sting, but Chiamaka's resolve hardens. She thinks of Chukudi, who dreams of being a doctor, and of her father, who believed in her. I'll find a way, she says. The next morning, she borrows a neighbor's bicycle and rides to Onitsha, the city's noise overwhelming, horns blaring, okada's weaving through traffic. At the cooperative, Adeoa welcomes her. The room is filled with women, young and old, their stories echoing Chiamaka's poverty, loss, but also hope. Adeoa speaks of empowerment, of skills that can break chains. Chiamaka signs up for a teaching program, but there's a catch: it requires 3 months away, and a small fee. How will I manage, she wonders, pedaling home. Yet, her heart sings. For the first time, the stars seem closer. Listeners, imagine her courage. To step into the unknown, to defy fear for a dream, Chiamaka's leap is the first crack in the wall of her old life. Weeks pass, and Chiamaka juggles her new reality. She trains in Onitsha by day, learning lesson planning and classroom skills, then returns to sell at the market by evening. Sleep is a stranger, but her spirit soars. Her classmates, women like her, become sisters, sharing geri and stories, laughing through exhaustion. But at home, tension brews. Ngozi grows distant, her worry unspoken but heavy. Chikudi, now 15, helps at the store, but his grades slip. Then, the storm hits. Emeka returns, this time with men. Time's up, he snarls, pointing to the house. Ngozi collapses, sobbing, as Chiamaka pleads. Give us 1 month, she begs. Emeka laughs, but a crowd gathers, Mom and Kechi, neighbors, traders. Their voices rise, shaming Emeka. Leave the girl be. Mom and Kechi shouts. Emeka retreats, but not before warning, 1 month, or you're out. Chiamaka feels the weight of her choice. Her training is her hope, but her family is her heart. That night, she prays at her father's grave, the moon casting shadows. Papa, show me the way, she whispers. Oh, listeners, have you felt such a crossroads? Where every path demands sacrifice. Chiamaka stands on the edge, her faith tested, her dream at risk. Desperate, Chiamaka turns to her community. She visits Mom and Kechi, whose wisdom is the village's heartbeat. Child, you're not alone, Mama says. We've all faced storms. Together, they rally the women of Umuaka. At a meeting under the village's ancient Iroko tree, Chiamaka shares her story, her training, her dream to teach, the death threatening her home. Her voice shakes, but her passion ignites the crowd. The women respond. Some offer yams to sell, others pledge small sums. A tailor promises to teach Chiamaka sewing on weekends, a skill to earn extra. Even Chikudi steps up, organizing boys to help at the stall. The cooperative spirit of the village, like the rhythm of a talking drum, pulses through them. By week's end, they raise half the debt. Chiamaka, overwhelmed, weeps. This is Ubuntu, Mom and Kechi says. We rise together. But time is short, and the training fee looms. Chiamaka pushes harder, her days a blur of teaching lessons, market sales, and sewing. Her hands blister, but her heart grows stronger. Listeners, feel the power of community. In Nigeria, no one stands alone. Chiamaka's village is her strength, but can their love outrun Emeka's greed? The final week arrives. Chiamaka completes her training, earning a certificate that feels like gold. Adeoa offers her a job as a teacher's aide in Onitsha, with a small salary. You're a natural, Adeoa says. This is just the start. Chiamaka's joy is tempered by the debt's deadline. She returns to Umuaka, where the village has one last surprise. Mom and Kechi has organized a market fair, with traders donating proceeds to Chiamaka's cause. The event is a festival, drummers play, children dance, and stalls overflow. By nightfall, they've raised enough to pay Emeka and the training fee. Chiamaka, tearful, embraces her mother, who whispers, I'm proud of you. Even Ngozi's fear has turned to faith. Emeka, humbled by the village's unity, accepts the payment and leaves, his power broken. Chiamaka's home is safe, and her future is bright. She begins teaching, her classroom a haven for children like Chikudi, whose dreams she nurtures. Dear listeners, this is the dawn Chiamaka fought for, a new day, born of struggle and love. Her story is Nigeria's story, resilient, vibrant, unbroken. Months later, Chiamaka stands before her students, her voice steady as she teaches. Her classroom is simple, but her passion fills it with life. Chikudi, inspired, studies harder, his dream of medicine alive. Ngozi, now smiling, tends a new garden, her heart healed. The village buzzes with pride. Chiamaka is their daughter, their teacher, their light. She starts a small cooperative, training other young women, passing on Adora's gift. The flyer that changed her life now changes others. Umuaka grows stronger, its women bolder, its children dreamer. Chiamaka visits her father's grave, no longer asking for guidance but offering thanks. "Papa," she says, "we did it." And so, listeners, Chiamaka's story ends, or rather, begins anew. Her life, once a flicker, is now a flame, lighting paths for others. In Nigeria, where the sun rises fierce and the people fiercer, one woman's courage can change a village, a nation, a world. And with that, dear listeners, we leave Chiamaka's dawn. May her story stir your heart, as the harmattan stirs the dust. Go forth, dream boldly, and know that, like Chiamaka, you too can change your world. Good night, and may your own dawn be bright.